Some days are just exceptional. You know it when they start. Now, if you're new to this channel, I'd like to introduce you to a very special lady friend of mine. Her name is Spirit.
Hello Seawolves, welcome back on board. It's time for a new adventure. Just cleaned the whole boat. Okay, she's all nice and shiny again, just testing the sound. Looking forward to this.
channel. Many of you have been asking me where I am. Well, now you see where I am. I've been sailing for the last few days. We got some beautiful wind. It's about 0 degrees out here. The water temperature is about 5, 6 or something. It's very, very cold, but nice wind today, about 15 to 20 knots. And for the last few days, I've just been really enjoying sailing, you know, getting to know my boat again a little bit after 3 months of not sailing, which is very long for me. And so far it's been a very, very nice trip. Of course, I hope that you have something delicious in your Seawolf mug. I have a bit of Coca-Cola in here actually, not sponsored. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Cheers, Wolves. Sorry that I wasn't there for the live stream finish of Violent Orange and others, but I'm out here and let me take you on a nice Dutch sailing adventure. Here we go. See here that there are a few like big cargo barges out there, but basically there's like one other pleasure boat on the entire area here. I'm pretty much the only crazy sailor out here today. Super gray skies, and I don't really have any like particular destination or anything like that. I'm just basically enjoying the sailing. Like winter, it's so beautiful. I mean, check it out. Like, it's been like that basically the whole day after the sun went. It was a bit more sunny this morning. Nice images. But yeah, now it's just cold and windy. Like just goes straight through your hands. As soon as I take my gloves off, it's like freezing out here. But yeah, it's a special kind of beauty, I think. Like Holland is a real sailor's paradise in winter. Almost nobody sails, so there's always maybe 2, 3 guys out here. Just like today, there's basically one other boat, but it's very far. And yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. Like such a cool way to just be in nature, you know, spend a nice few days. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Make sure to like and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And let's sail some more. Questions during the race about the Orca system. So I'm on that right now. You can see here so you can see kind of my polar numbers. So I'm sailing kind of conservatively now. Like the actual prediction today was about 14, 15 knots. Right now I got 16 point something, so I'm kind of jacked for that to be around like 85% or something. I don't want to push my boat too hard, but we're having a lot of gusts, let's say. Not really gusts, but more like time periods where for 10-20 minutes it will suddenly go to like 20 knots, 21 knots, so then I'm suddenly at 100%. Kind of nice though, exhilarating, going nice and fast. And I'm currently just on a fixed course, but of course I have the option here to switch like to my wind, or if I want to set out a course or anything, like it's definitely possible. But for now I'm just kind of continuing on a nice compass course basically. And yeah, all good. I guess we're gonna have to make a tack again pretty soon. Good weather out there. This particular view, so you can kind of see your polar as a graph, you know, going on, which is kind of nice. So you can see that I'm kind of nice and steady around like 85% or something. You can see some other metrics, of course. So the wind is picking up a little bit now, you know, like 19, 20, like I said. When we go up to like 21 or something, you'll see that suddenly jump. But my mainsail is a little loose, like deliberately, because otherwise the gusts are really like spearheading me forward. So I got 2 reefs in the main, nice and small, same for my Genoa, which is basically looks like a hobo bag at this particular size. But yeah, I got plenty of speed. It's a nice fun ride, so here. Kind of went to a maximum upsail in order to avoid a lighthouse that I'm getting pretty close to. So we kind of went to 100% polar on this particular part of the trip. But man, I mean, this is just stunning. Yeah, pretty good. So I'm trying to... How cool are these gloves, by the way? That actually works. Amazing. But I'm trying to avoid this place here. Gotta get around here. So trying to stay as upwind as possible in order to avoid what we call the horse of Marken. A bit of vibration on top there. See if I can do something about that. So wind's going up again, so now we're up to like 90 or something on the polar. Like every time we bump up to like 21 knots or something, it peaks a little bit over. I mean, very nice speed here. Speaking of pretty small margins for error, I think I'm probably gonna have to make a tag soon. So I'm keeping my boat speed around 90% of polar. We got about 22, 23 knots of wind. So my whole reefing setup for today worked out pretty good. I got 2-ish reefs in both my main and my Genoa as well. So yeah, speed is super good. You can kind of see that we went up a little bit, so we're hovering around 90% now. And yeah, just beautiful, you know. So many different things to look at. We're getting there, we're getting there. Whoa! So I'm booking a hefty 7 knots right now, and I decided that I'll go to the town of Volendam, which is like maybe 4 hours sailing from here or so. It's basically on the course that I am on now. Will get me pretty close to there, although I do think we got a bit of a rain squall maybe coming in, or maybe some more fog. But it looks okay, like it's pretty light still. I should have enough time to get there before dark. So about 3 hours of upwind sailing, and then maybe an hour and a half of some reaching and downwind sailing to finally get there. Should be really fun. So here we go. So you can see the horse of Marken there. We're blasting forward, making still super good speed, pounding to the little waves here. And so I told you guys on the show, of course, also before, whoa, got a big wave here washing over the entire deck here. So the conditions here as far as like wind and temperature, so it's about 0 degrees outside here now. Oh, it's starting to rain also a little bit, I see. And we got about 23 knots of wind now steady. I'm doing about 7.5 knots upwind. So perfect setup really here. I'm about to fall off and go more on the reach. But also what I think is really cool about these circumstances is that of course you don't have the waves here, you don't have the deep ocean sailing stuff that you have in kind of a southern ocean situation. But sailing in Holland here, as far as weather, like the cold, the strong winds, like just very nice and gnarly sailing, you know, it is just really perfect for that. Oh my god, look at this. cool, just got a flyover. That's nice. So since I'm no longer beating right into the water with all this water over the bow, thought I'd make a little shot up here. So it's somewhere there where we're going. Super wet here, so I'm trying to be careful. I don't know, it looks pretty bad. Like that. Today definitely not a day when you want to fall overboard. So, made the turn. Now just for a little bit of downwind sailing, I took the main down because it's pretty windy and it's pretty short space around here. So just to make it easy, because like 15 minutes or so going to be in the marina. So no need to speed it there and then make it hard for myself to take down the main right before the marina. So I took it down, you can see my destination there. 20 minutes, easy peasy. I'm doing 6 knots, 6.2, something like that, depending a bit on the gusts. With just like, Genoa with like 2 reefs in it out. So, pretty good speed still. We're bouncing around now on the waves. We're going now in.
And for the final challenge of the day, the entrance into the old marina here is very narrow, and I got 20 something knots coming over my starboard side, as well as about 2 knots of drift. So full focus to get into the entrance here. And unfortunately, it turned out that the marina was completely abandoned. Tried to contact the harbor master, but no result. So I had to park the boat on my own, but it's very open here. So with 23 knots blowing over the side, I decided to kind of go straight for this little house here and try to get some wind shade there, hoping that I would be able to kind of quickly throw 2 lines there. It was quite a tricky parking, but it all worked out in the end. Volendam is a beautiful old city. It's interesting actually, a photographer that I recently started working with called Jimmy Nelson. He actually photographed the people of this town, of several Dutch towns, in their kind of native dress, because they have kind of like a special native dress code, which is quite famous. Actually really cool photos also. And well, very beautiful cafe here in the marina. So we're definitely gonna have some dinner there later. But first I figured that two of my fenders were really kind of in need of some imminent replacement. And I found out that the boat store that used to be here in the marina is actually no longer here. So I made a walk over to another big marina that they built next to the city here. And fortunately the harbor master had a bunch of fenders that he kind of found over the year. People often lose fenders on the lake, you know, so they kind of drift onto the shore. And he was kind enough to give me two. So with that little challenge completed, it's time for a delicious, I can highly recommend the pasta here in this very beautiful cafe here right on the marina. And of course a cold beer ski to end an amazing day of adventures. Hey, thanks very much for watching. Really hope you appreciated this little more personal adventure. Just a quick update. So soon I'll be doing like a big analysis video of the Vendeeglobe, sort of like my points of like, you know, why the winners won, what were kind of like the technological breakthroughs of this particular edition. So looking forward to that. And also this particular series that I'm starting now is actually going to be kind of leading somewhere. So I can't really tell you yet, but it's going to be something we're going to be doing this summer. It involves some racing, and I think you guys are really going to like to follow along for this. So just so you know, this is like a series that's actually going to kind of go somewhere. So I hope you really appreciated this first episode. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Of course, if you want to support the channel, you know, check out the website seawolvestv.com, and there's also usually some products here below the video, like mugs and t-shirts and hoodies and all this type of stuff to support the channel. So yeah, looking forward to the next episode. It won't exactly be on like a weekly schedule or anything like that, but if you're subscribed, just make sure to hit the bell icon for when the updates come in, and see you in the next update. Ciao, ciao!